Hi friends and welcome back to LearnVern. In the last session, we learned about the order life cycle in detail. In this session, we are going to learn about customers and customer groups. Now we already have some orders which came in the last section. So now I am going to teach you how to manage your customer lists. So if you click on customers and go to manage customers, you can see we already have a few inbuilt customers. Right now I'm using the sample data. So sample data comes with a few customers already created. So if I click on Magento here, you will be taken to a new page and you will notice that everything related to Magento or the customer on which you clicked will be listed in here. So this, as the menu suggests, customer view allows you to view all the basic information related to the particular customer, like when he was last logged in. So as this is the sample data, Magento obviously has never logged in. This will be his default billing address. You can see the lifetime sales, you can see sales order from here. So this is the things which Magento ordered recently. You can see items which are already there in the cart which he hasn't ordered yet. You can see items which are present in his wish list, and also some important stuff like from how many days the item is in his wish list. So if I click on account information, you can see all the basic information like first name, last name, email address, date of birth. You can even change his password from here. Of course you cannot see his existing password. You can just change the password and send him an email for that. You can also see to which website the particular customer is associated to, in case of you are using multiple websites. So the next thing about customer is addresses. So here you can even add new addresses. You can see one address which he is using as your default billing address as well as default shipping address. So if you want to add a new address, just click on add new address and fill in the information. And if you want to change the default shipping address, just click on here and it will be changed. So right now we are not playing around or changing any information related. This again, if you click on orders, this grid will list all the recent orders. You can filter all the orders in here or reorder stuff for him. This will be the billing agreements, recurrent profiles if he has any. This will be the shopping cart, wish list. So all these things like shopping cart, wish list and orders are already there in the customer view, but there you have a limit of some specific number of orders or products which will be listed and you cannot sort things up. So all the three things will be a detailed view of orders present in wishlist, shopping cart as well as the recent orders. So if I click on newsletter, you can subscribe him to a particular newsletter if you want to. You can see to which newsletters he is already subscribed. You can see which products this guy has reviewed. So right now Magento has reviewed this many products, which is very good, and you can see his title as well as you can see each product's name and the status of the review from in here. If you go to product tags, he hasn't tagged any product yet. If some customer has tagged the product, the tags would be visible in here. So this was everything related to the basics of customer accounts. So if you want to order something new for this particular customer, you can do it directly from sales and orders, as I already showed you in one of the previous videos. So I go to sales, orders, click on create new order, and I can just select the customer from here and order on his behalf. So I just need to select things like the front end. So this, if I have selected the customer, all the current activities will be listed in here. So if anything from his last order items, wish list or shopping cart, then I can add things directly. So as I already have taught you how to place an order from the admin backend, I would like you to test around and try to order a few things in the name of existing customers in sample data, just to have a better idea. Now the next important thing which I want to show you is if I go back to my customers, and click on any of the customer. Let's go with Jane Doe again and go to account information. Here there is a thing called group. So these are actually customer groups. So here you can see you have a general, wholesale, VIP member and private sales member. So where does these things come from? Now if you go back to customers and click on manage customer groups, so these are all the customer groups listed here. So you can create any new customer groups from in here, and these customer groups will be listed when you create a new customer in here. Now customer groups come in of great help if you want to have some special kind of customers to which you want to provide a special discount, or a discount on shipping method, or discount if they buy multiple products. This was everything about the customer groups. And if you go to customer again and you click on online customers, so you can see how many people are online at your website currently. So right now this is the guest user. If the user is registered on your website, this thing will show all the first name, middle name and whatever information you have about the particular customer. This thing can tell you how many actual visitors you have on your website at any point of time. This even tells what the last activity was there in here. So you can have very useful insights about which are your important customers, who spends most of the time on your website and stuff like that. So these are all the things about managing customer. The only one thing left is, for example, what if you want to delete a customer? So let's go to manage customers and say, for example, I want to delete this customer, as I think this customer is not a real one. So what I need to do is just click on this customer and click on delete. So now this customer will be removed from your website. Of course, the customer can create an account again. In the next session, we are going to learn how to manage search in Magento.